Famil Tech.
Hi guys, welcome you all. Today let's see how to work with StatPro from the basics to till how the design is done, how whatever the things that with for StatPro can be used from the modeling till the load combinations until the finishing of all the designs and aligning of loads and everything till taking out the output which gives the total amount of concrete or the design with which the beam has to be designed. Let's see everything. So these are the basic steps through which StatPro modeling is done, and the very first step is modeling, and then we have to define the properties, which means we have to define what is the section, what does the beam or column looks like, whether it is rectangular or T-beam or circular. All these subtopics come to this defining properties and also the sizes of various shapes. Then if we move on, we have the next step is providing supports, whether it is fixed or roller or whatever it may be. Then load cases loading with that means point load or uniformly distributed load or varying load, whatever it is. So there is load cases, then load combination according to the IS codes, which it is prescribed in IS codes, which is mandatory in designing a building. Then we'll go for analysis and post processing. On the eighth step would be the design of concrete, design of whether it is steel or concrete, whether it is. Okay, this is the first video in my playlist in English. So today I'll first teach you how. No, sorry, that's not how. I'll teach you the basics in whatever the steps I taught you the steps. Then what are all the main, what are the tools, whatever it is. So let's start with how to open the StatPro. So if you click on open StatPro, this is the very first menu it will be displayed. So here you have to go for the new project. If you're gonna create a new project, and you know what is open project to opening the previously done files. Then this one configuration, which you have to first configure, which means you have to give the settings on which you are going to work out with. If you are in working in Indian standards, according to Indian standards, most probably you will be doing in metric. So the basic unit, let it be metric. Then whatever, just go through whatever all the things it is given here. If you want to change whatever it may be, whether it is ice codes or whatever it is, just click on to it. See, and now I have clicked on codes. I am going to change whatever code I am going to work with. So because I have done some projects in this software, it is already, I have given whatever the codes I need. So here for steel, I know it is 800. Various codes for steels are available, US, UK, or you opt which one you prefer. Then concrete it is 456, and aluminum it is we will most probably we won't design for aluminum structures instead. Then shear wall is IF 456. Then okay, there is over. If you are satisfied with all the settings, just go through everything. Most probably you will be needing this output, input output basic unit, then background color, design codes, it is enough for you. Then just apply and accept. Then this will close up. This is the news. If you're connected to internet, some news related to stat or some related to civil, it will be flashed, it will be published here. Okay, that's it for the first structure, and this is the recent files. If you just keep your mouse over or whatever the structures, it will display the wired structure, wired frame of this. So this is project tasks and nothing to do with these two boxes. Okay, let's start with new project. Then if you click on new project, this is the window will appear. Here we have to select space. Then the plane, floor, truss, these three will come under this space. So instead of clicking whatever this is, just click on space, and whether you're going to design a steel structure or truss or high building or whatever it may be, just go with this paste. This is the file name for your what you're going to do. Let's give it, just for namesake I've given it Tamil. So this is the storage location. Okay, just go through what this input units, whether it is meter, and it here it is kilonewton. Okay, everything is okay. Then just click on next, and here it asks whether to add beam, add plate, solids. You just click onto this beam. In StarPro, commonly beams are used for both beams and columns. There is no option for columns. Columns are also considered as beams, but properties, which is cross section or material, whatever it is given, it will automatically take it as columns. So there is no place you are going to define as columns separately or beam separately. All the members of a structure is, except the solids, except the slabs, all the load transferring materials, load transferring components are considered as beam. So let it be add beams. Then here open structure wizard is an option over here. I'll teach you at the end, after completing all modeling of the structure. I'll go afterwards, I'll go and teach what is open structure wizard. So first of all, let's as we are beginning this topic, so let's add the beam and let's give finish. And this will be the drawing area which will appear. So this is the place where you are going to define a model, where your structure will be shown, where you are going to construct a building inside your lab or PC or whatever it is. Then you know everything over here. You will know what is file, what will be there under file, edit, view, select geometry. You most probably you will be using this analyze and nothing else, I think. Let's see step by step. Wherever it is useful, I'll go with this. Then there is no need for this because it is new structure. This is open and save. These are the things with this. So if you come on to this, this is undo. These are the normal things you will be used in your daily work software, so you must have known it. So these are the things you will be seeing only in stat. So I'll go with this. This is stat editor. If you ask what it is, instead of giving input to this step by step, you can just type your commands like C+ programs. You can easily type and give the input through it. But for the basic beginners, if you are just learning of this, it won't help. So if you practice day by day, if you become an expert, surely you'll become an expert. After that you can use this. Then this is for taking picture, for giving some brief descriptions of outputs. You'll need some pictures, taking this 3D prints. You'll need this one. Then if you go these are for just measuring the structures, wherever you want to measure the height or length or whatever it is. Then this is cut section. This for whatever the symbols you want to display or whatever you want to remove the display. You'll just click onto this. You will be using this. This is for dimension, for displaying dimension. This is node to node. You want to click from this node to this node, what's the distance. You can give two nodes, and you can know what's the distance between those two nodes. Then these are like giving input. The tab over here, these 4 options over here will be the same 4 options which you can find it over here. So whichever is easy, you can go for it. Then what else? These are some modeling. This is the first modeling tab. So you have to model a building. Then step by step you have to give the cross section properties of such members. Then you have to go for the supports. Then after finishing everything, you will just analyze and then go for the post processing. If you are doing with steel design or concrete design, you will go according to this order. So this is the first setup. So this is the very first option in the leftmost column. So first one is setup. If you click on to this setup, this is a box that will appear, which asks for the name of the job, title of the job, and name of the client, job number. If you want to give, you can proceed with it, and at the time of taking output, you can easily give. It will automatically add whatever the things you have given here. It will give a professional report. Then most we don't need this report, so geometry. This is this is a stat pro given easy way to draw some nodes. Just click on to the first node, it will come along with your mouse. So if you click on to the second one, it will create a node again where you're clicking the mouse. Then just click on here, it has created the third node. Then like that, if you just press escape, it will release. Then if you close this, it will go. This is the this is the easiest way. This is one of the ways to create nodes and beams. This is for this will be not used for these designing purposes, so let's leave it. So today we have decided to see the basics alone, so let's not focus on how to model. So these are the types of cursors. This is node cursor. If you click on to this, you can only select the nodes which are which are displayed over here. And this is common cursor. You can select whatever it is on the screen. Then this is for plate cursor, this is surface, and this is geometry cursor. Geometry cursor is the cursor which is used to select whatever available, whatever is displayed on the screen. And these are the types of cursors. Okay, I have skip this. This is types of views. This is the front view, this is the view from the top view. Then this is the view from the bottom, and this is the view from left. This is the view from right side view. This is the front view, while this is the back view, the view from the back. And this will give an isometric view which includes all the three axes. Then this used for rotating the structure while you design, just to rotate and see how your structure looks like and how to assign something and something. This is used for rotating, just to rotate in case of beam with a center point. You can click on to this, just define one point as center. With that point as a center, you can just rotate your structure in 360 degree. If you are selected some selective components, this is the thing you have to click just to make it display the whole structure. These are some zoom options, and this is for pan. You know how to what for it is, just to move the structure. This is for magnifying glass. This is 3D view. After clicking this, you can see how your structure looks like, and if it is in 3D. Then jumping on to the next thing, this is for add beam. If you have to first create a node, then you have to add node which runs between two nodes. A point to be remembered is, without node, no beams can be created. The first thing StatPro needs is node wherever a component is going to settle. So first thing, there must be a node, and then only you can add some components like beams or columns through it. And the second most important point is, if there are three nodes, for example, one node over here on the leftmost column of this black screen, and the second node is over toward exactly the center, and the third node is over here. Just imagine like it is like it. If you want to add beam throughout its length, you cannot just do it from here till here. From the first node till the third node you cannot go, because there is an node 2 intermediate intersection in between these two. So you should not leave any node in between. You have to connect a beam from its position from its starting node, that is first node to second node, and again from second node to third node. You have to draw like that. While modeling, you'll see exactly how it is done. Then this is for slabs, which just for 3 node slab. You can create slab with 3 nodes, and you can also just, if you long press it, it will show another 2 options. This is for 3 noded, and if you just keep your mouse cursor over this and just leave the mouse, it will click onto this, select this, then you have to again select this and go for drawing. And just guess, you have to add a curved beam, so you have to select the cursor with which you can draw a curved beam. It is under the option of adding beam. So you first just click onto the option, don't leave your mouse, that is don't leave your left mouse button, just roll on to whatever option you want to select. This is the option for a curved beam. Just keep your mouse on this, then you just leave your left mouse button, then it will be selected and will be displayed over here. Then you just click on to it, and you can add between 2 nodes. I'll briefly explain how to draw this with the radius of with the radius it is given. So let's go to the next thing. This is also the plate, a kind of solid, sorry, this is a surface, this is solid, and this is the first thing I was showing, like a mesh. This is the thing. Then it is like this is the one. You will no longer need that. Then this is for inserting node between 2 nodes. If you have inserted beam, then you want to insert a new node onto it, you can just click on with this and you can go with it. This is surface meshing, same as that. Then this is translation repeat, like mirroring. You can just create a ground floor, then just you can repeat the same thing towards your first floor, second floor, and how much flow you want. There is no need for you first to define coordinates for each and every node, then go for beam. That's not necessary. You can just go with this translation repeat. This is a circular repeat, same as translation repeat. The basic between two is, this is used for rectangular surfaces and this is used for circular surfaces. Then these are the things you'll be using finally to take for the shear force and bending. These are all the things you will be needed at the very end. So you will be going with the same order: first setup, then geometry, then general, then analysis and print, then design. If you come to this geometry, these are the subtopics, whatever it is, these are the subtopics, and this is general, and these are the sub things. And for analyze, the same goes like that. Then first you have to end up with the setup, then you have to finish the geometry, then you have to come to general. In general, first you have to define property, then specification if needed, then supports, then loads and materials, and then you have to analyze. And after analyzing, if there is no error, then you can go for design. In the design is the most interesting part, which will give you whatever the things you needed for the designing of components of structure. So that's it with today's thing. I'll upload step by step each video, which will define the first video. It will help you in modeling, and the second video will help you in defining properties, and I will divide each videos with each headings. It will be easier for you to select whether if you needed selective topics. Then thank you guys.